Good evening. Welcome to the Camera Artist Guild Thursday Critique. I am your host, George DeLoache. I'm a portrait artist and photographer's coach, and this is where we help photographers learn to master the photographic arts. Camera Artist Guild was started about 3 years ago with a specific desire to help photographers grow and master the art form of photography. It doesn't make a difference where you are in your photographic journey, whether you're just beginning or whether you've been at it for quite a while. All of us can learn from the process of critiquing images. A lot of times an extra set of eyes can see things that you don't see. And each time you enter into the critique process, your work improves. I have watched artists who have started out with us 3 years ago or a couple of years ago, and I've watched them improve weekly as their work gets better as they submit themselves to critique. So I hope that you'll come and do that. Now I'd like to take care of a couple of other housekeeping things and share with you a couple of things that I think are important. I have several workshops going off here in the near future. This coming Sunday, August the 4th, 2019, at my studio in downtown Los Angeles, I'll be putting on a workshop on the creative process for professional photographers of LA County. That's my local PPA affiliate. It'll go from 9:30, I think, until 4, and we're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be other photographers there. We're going to spend some classroom time in the beginning working over some of the more technical aspects of creativity, and then break for a good lunch, and then we're going to enter into in the afternoon session. We're going to get hands-on shooting. We're going to literally start out and take what we learned in the morning process and build a lighting set from scratch, choosing a specific modifiers for a specific purpose, choosing the lighting direction, choosing the reflectors, the fill, the lighting ratio, all those other things that go in to determining the aesthetic values of an image. And then we're going to create images right there in the studio. You'll walk away with something. I usually love to take photographs of all the participants, so you may walk away with a good portrait that you can use to promote your business. Anyway, that's going to be this coming Sunday. In October, there is a likewise similar workshop, only this time it's on creative lighting, and it is for PPA, Professional Photographers of America, their super one-day workshop. So if you'd like to know more about it, go to ppa.com and you can find out more about it. Now finally, on September the 15th through the 20th, at the legendary Ghost Ranch in northern New Mexico, I'm going to be teaching a week-long workshop or a 5-day-long workshop on environmental portraiture and landscape. Now, the Ghost Ranch is best known for 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞, one of the 20th century's foremost southwestern artists. Georgia O'Keeffe moved there and spent most of her adult life there creating. Her work is all over the world. She is just a phenomenally famous person. She was married to Alfred Stieglitz, one of the top commercial photographers of the time. And that particular area became an artist conclave and has been for 50, 60 years. Some of the top photographers of the 20th century have been there to visit and to photograph. Ansel Adams has been there, the Weston brothers have been there, Joseph Karsh has been there, Arnold Newman has been there, Felipe Halsman has been there. All of them have gone there and photographed because they found it to be such a phenomenal place to be. I was there in March, and I can tell you that there's a vibe there that just permeates everything with the desire to create. It's beautiful scenery, great geology, wonderful colors with all of the southwestern flair. So come unplug from the craziness of the cities. Come join us for a week there where you can help to soothe your mind and improve your creativity. You will not leave the same way you came, I guarantee it, because I know how much I got out of it just visiting, and together we're going to create something really special. So I'm looking forward to those people. Now, the Ghost Ranch has made a phenomenal offer. Besides having very reasonable rates for room and board, and that's food and the room and the class, they have made a special discount offer available for my group. And that discount offer is for $100 off the actual price. So if you're interested, get in touch with me. You can get to me at george@georgedeloache.com. georgedeloache.com. email me and I will send you the special discount code so you can get $100 off on the seminar or on the workshop. Now it's filling up, so you better get going quick because September is going to be here and you don't want to be left out if this is something that you want to do. We're going to spend time specifically focusing on not only the beautiful landscapes, but how to incorporate people into that beautiful landscape so that you can get great looking natural portraits done in the environment. And that skill is transferable, whether it be a businessman in front of an office or whether it be a cowboy out on the range. It makes no difference at all. The skill set translates over. Once you learn those techniques, you'll be able to incorporate them into your creative process. So that pretty much covers all of the general stuff. We're going to jump into the broadcast. We got some great images here tonight, so stay tuned. I'm going to spin around and kick this thing off, and let's get going. And what I was saying is that, you know, you're at the beach, you've got a nice model, you got nice, what you guys call the shore on the East Coast, we call the beach on the West Coast. But on this one, it looks like just slightly that horizon is off. It looks like that horizon is like the camera's tilted a little bit. But the thing that I was saying about this particular image is that it cries out to be a horizontal. You got a model that is posing horizontal. She's got her vertical up here, but her body's stretching out that way. And you've got all of the sand here, which really doesn't add anything to the image. It's just negative space. It doesn't benefit the image at all. Turn this to a horizontal. Drop the camera angle some to where you're closer to her eye level rather than shooting down on her. And can keep the same depth of field. And I think it'll be a much stronger image. But, you know, I really like what you're trying to do. And let's pop that one off. We're going to go to Gary Duncan. What I want to do right now while it's still, well, I'll go back and do it at the end of the broadcast. I'll jump back at the end of the broadcast and bring Lee's up. Gary Duncan, love the saturated color, Gary. It's just, you know, I love high contrast. I love saturated color. And this apparently is one of the head of the golf course, and so very nice. I think he said he did it for Shaw Media. And you're benefiting from the 1/3 compositional line. You're matching up your artificial light well. I think maybe you could have looked around for a location. Unless, now, you know, this could be one of these things where you got 2 seconds. The guy says, look, here I am, take a picture of me here. He jumps out of the cart. You got to take a picture of him where he is. That's it, no chance, nothing to do. But if you could scope that out and find maybe a long shot down the green where you can see the sand traps and the flag and get a feel of golf course. And then I would really consider whether you could maybe find a golf cart rather than this one here that looks more like a transportation vehicle. Now, this could be a different golf court, but I'm just saying if this guy is the CEO or something like that of this golf course, I think he's a football player who's now the CEO of the golf course. Think out where you're going to position him to tell a story, see? We do get a little bit of the sand trap there. We got the green. We got a golf club there, okay, but I think you could have composed it a little bit better, found different areas. I love the exposure. I love the saturation. I love all the technical stuff that you handle the stuff on. But doing editorial, you want to make sure that that image tells a story to people who don't know what's going on. Somebody just looks at it and you want them to go, oh, that's a golf course. Rather than maybe he's you know, I don't know, but a gardener. You want to know, you want to tell the story. So just take that in consideration. It's still an excellent image. Thanks, Gary. And one other, Gary's really stretching himself. He does sports. He's working on these on his portraiture, and this I believe is his son because we see him a lot. This is a nice image. I like the way you've done it. I like the way you handled it. You've also handled this hand under chin Although they used to joke about that all the time in PPA print competition. That's a face punch, where you're punching yourself in the chin. Of course it isn't. But you were smart to have him not rest his full weight on his fist, because that would distort the skin. If you're going to do this one, you kind of want to fake at it. You want to get it to where it's touching, but where there's no pressure on it. So you've done that. Your exposure is fine. Fill is nice. Everything else is working for it. Okay, you're getting better at this at the portraiture stuff, Gary. Keep it up. Your sports stuff is outstanding. Okay, here we go. G. Johnson, and we got several from G on the same subject, so we'll jump through these really quick. I like this one. This is nice. It's simple. It's available light. You got a beautiful lady. You got nice skin tones. You got nice exposure. You found a place where you have a very broad, open light that's not direct sun. You found a shade or an overcast day or someplace to put her in a shaded area. You've made a great choice depth of field wise. You're using a very shallow depth of field, so you're probably using a longer lens with a wider f-stop, and this is where that depth of field comes in. It is not so shallow that the tips of her hair end up being out of focus. You can go too far and go like f4 with a 200 millimeter lens, f4, f1.4 or f1.8 or f2.8. Most 200s are 2.8. Let's get your numbers right. Let's say you go 2.8 at 200, and that might literally cause the ends of the hair to be frizzed or look out of focus. But here you've chosen somewhere, I would imagine, in the 5-6 range, which gives you a shallow depth of field, maybe 6 to 8 inches or a foot, but then you're far enough off your background that you got a really nice bokeh there, a really nice background. So that one, I like that one. Thanks, G. I also, this is another one, same maker, G. Johnson. I like using, again, the bridge. This is that same perspective looking down the bridge. You handled it well. Again, she's looking good. You found an area, again, it's a time of day where your exposure is okay on the face, and you're using the sun to illuminate the hair, but you didn't blow the hair out. So it's a good choice. I might try to pump a little bit of light from an artificial light source towards her, but still, this one worked for available light. It's fine. And then one more there on the bridge. This one's not as much, this one's fine. Again, the shallow depth of field. I happen to like the others a little bit better because I like her pose and the other ones. But you executed these well, so congratulations.